Tell me what the goddamn story is, because that's what counts. And I think, without maybe knowing it at the time, I respond to that, the value of story, so that later on in my life and my career, I saw her on a TV show, and I had never seen her before, and I said, that's it. I said, whoever she is, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to take a chance. And we did, and she was wonderful.
Robert Redford has lived a life of wealth, fame, and adventure. But even legends carry secrets they've held onto for decades. Just when the world thought they knew everything about him, he shocked everyone with an unexpected confession. A revelation about the one woman he never truly moved on from. But why now? And what does this mean for his past, his legacy, and his future? For years, Redford built an image of the untouchable Hollywood icon, a man whose career soared while his personal life remained tightly guarded. But in a rare, unfiltered interview, he finally opened up about the love of his life, Lola Van Wagenen, a woman who wasn't just his wife, but his partner in shaping values that would define both of their futures. A passionate environmental activist, Lola dedicated her life to protecting the planet, advocating for sustainability, and pushing forward despite any challenges life threw her way. Her relentless dedication inspired Redford, influencing not just his personal beliefs, but the projects he chose throughout his career. Their love story began in the late 1950s at the University of Utah, bound by their shared passion for art, film, and nature. It was a connection that felt unbreakable, leading to their marriage in 1958. Yet even the strongest bonds can be tested, especially under the relentless glare of Hollywood's spotlight. As Redford's fame skyrocketed, privacy became impossible. The attention was overwhelming, straining their relationship in ways they never expected. But fame wasn't the only challenge they faced. Heartbreak struck in 1959 when they lost their infant son, Scott. The tragedy devastated them, yet it also pulled them closer, reinforcing their love in ways only deep pain can. Through it all, Lola remained Redford's biggest supporter, encouraging his dreams and pushing him to use his platform for something greater. As Redford's career soared, earning him a Best Director nomination for Ordinary People, their shared values influenced the choices he made. However, the demands of Hollywood never relented, and after 27 years of marriage, the couple made the painful decision to divorce in 1985. Despite going their separate ways, they never lost respect for one another, continuing to co-parent their children and support each other from afar. Lola's journey didn't end with their marriage. She remained fiercely committed to her environmental activism, becoming a voice of change in sustainability movements. Meanwhile, Redford convinced the world he had moved on, but those close to him knew the truth. He never truly got over Lola. Her impact on his life was undeniable, shaping the man he became both on and off screen. As for Redford's journey in Hollywood, it was nothing short of legendary. His acting career kicked off in New York, with Broadway and television paving his path to stardom. A breakthrough came in Barefoot in the Park, but it was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid that cemented him as a leading man. His charm, wit, and undeniable talent made him a household name. But Redford wasn't content with being just a movie star. He had bigger ambitions. By the 1970s, Redford was at the peak of his career. Hits like The Way We Were, The Sting, and All the President's Men made him one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood. But behind the scenes, he wrestled with the fear of being typecast. Determined to break free from Hollywood's mold, he began taking control of his own projects, stepping behind the camera as a director. His directorial debut, Ordinary People, stunned critics, earning him an Academy Award for Best Director. The film's success proved Redford was more than just a star, he was a visionary. Despite his triumphs, Redford's journey wasn't without setbacks. Not every project was a hit, and some films failed to connect with audiences. But through it all, he remained committed to storytelling that mattered. His passion for filmmaking extended beyond the screen. He founded the Sundance Film Festival, providing a platform for independent filmmakers to share their work with the world. This move solidified his legacy, ensuring his impact on Hollywood would extend far beyond his own performances. Even as he aged, Redford refused to slow down. He continued directing and acting, starring in films like Out of Africa, Indecent Proposal, and The Horse Whisperer. His collaborations with Hollywood legends like Jane Fonda, Meryl Streep, and Paul Newman only added to his prestige. Yet, through it all, one question remained. Was there still something missing in his life? Robert Redford's journey in Hollywood has been nothing short of legendary. From his early roles in political dramas to his later work as an acclaimed director, his impact on the industry remains undeniable. But behind the camera, there were untold stories, unfinished projects, and a career filled with twists that many never expected. His role in Havana saw him stepping into the shoes of a gambler in the midst of the Cuban Revolution, while Sneakers placed him alongside River Phoenix and Sidney Poitier in a tech thriller that remains a cult classic. But Redford's influence wasn't just in front of the camera. He directed The Legend of Bagger Vance, starring Matt Damon and Will Smith, a film that explored themes of redemption and personal struggle. His turn as a disgraced army general in The Last Castle showcased a side of him rarely seen before, proving once again that his talent knew no bounds. But what happened to the projects he never completed? One of his most ambitious plans was to direct and star in a sequel to The Candidate, but for reasons never fully disclosed, the project never saw the light of day. Instead, he channeled his energy into his environmental activism, narrating the IMAX documentary Sacred Planet, which took audiences on a journey through Earth's most endangered landscapes. His commitment to both storytelling and advocacy became the defining dual forces of his career. Even as he moved into his later years, Redford's film choices remained powerful. The Clearing had him portraying a businessman whose kidnapping revealed dark secrets from his past, while his production work on The Motorcycle Diaries helped bring to life the journey of a young Ernesto Che Guevara. His ability to spot and support compelling stories behind the scenes proved as strong as his presence on screen. Despite the shifting tides of Hollywood, Redford remained relevant. He starred in An Unfinished Life alongside Jennifer Lopez, playing a hardened rancher forced to reconnect with his estranged family. Though the film faced distribution struggles, it highlighted the raw emotional performances he was still capable of delivering. Then came Lions for Lambs, a political drama that, despite starring alongside Meryl Streep and Tom Cruise, failed to make an impact at the box office. Critics called it outdated, yet Redford stood by the project, believing in its message. His later career took a fascinating turn. In 2013, he took on a nearly wordless role in All Is Lost, a survival drama that tested his acting abilities like never before. The film, carried entirely by his performance, earned him a Golden Globe nomination and widespread critical acclaim. Then, in a move no one saw coming, he joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe, playing Alexander Pierce in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The announcement stunned fans. Why would an actor known for serious dramas take on a superhero film? But Redford saw it differently. He was drawn to the story's political undertones, proving that even at this stage of his career, he was willing to take risks. By 2018, he announced his retirement from acting after The Old Man and the Gun, a film that felt like a nostalgic farewell to the career that made him a legend. Yet, in classic Redford fashion, he later hinted that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't quite done. He made a brief return for Avengers: Endgame, a cameo that took fans by surprise. But while his screen appearances slowed, his impact on the industry only grew stronger. Redford's legacy is more than just films. He co-founded the Sundance Institute, championing independent filmmakers and creating one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world. He invested in ventures that aligned with his values, purchasing and revitalizing a ski resort in Utah, which eventually became the Sundance Resort. His influence extended to politics, environmental activism, and philanthropy. But what about his personal life? His marriage to Lola Van Wagenen was once the bedrock of his private world. So what really led to its end? Did she ever remarry? And with such an unparalleled career, is there any chance that Hollywood might call him back for one last project? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive Hollywood updates. See you soon!